Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Grand Rising. In this one, I want to talk about the movie Fallen and how it applies to personal things I've encountered. Because, yeah, obviously, I'm not gonna tell you the whole movie because it's Denzel's movie and you can watch it for yourself. But I'm gonna talk about how I experienced this phenomenon, what you see in the movie, in real life. Yeah, guys, I remember one time going to a store years ago to buy some deodorant, Sanex, it's called. But this version of it was so strong, the odor, that it would stay a little bit too long and it would be a little bit too strong. So I remember when I bought this, I was thinking that in my head. I was looking at the shelf and I was like, yeah, I might skip this one because it's way too strong. The odor then, I mean. So I remember this guy, this melanated guy, bald guy, taller, stronger than me physically, standing next to me and taking the same item in his hand, a shelf further, looking at me and telling me, yeah, it might be too strong and it will stay on you the whole day. That's what I was thinking in my mind, and this guy regurgitated it without him knowing me or I telling him what I was thinking. So those are the things, guys. I also witnessed a lot of those, experienced a lot of the jump scares, to get you like fearful. I also experienced like a cousin of mine asking me things that I was thinking in my head. Guys, this thing goes far. In that movie, I think is the perfect example of some kind of telepathy they have, that they can like know your thoughts, guys. And listen, if you're not aware, and like let's say you're still an NPC or you're not awoken yet, this can really like scare you, guys. Because the first time it happened to me, I won't say I was afraid, but it got me off guard. I was a little bit startled. I was thinking, what the heck, But that's exactly what they want. My advice, even though it sounds easy, don't ponder too much on it. Don't think about it too long, because that's where they want you, to keep you in a fearful state and guessing. And the time you are guessing and doing, you're being loosed off. And it stops you from being creative in the meanwhile. So that good 24 hours that you're stressing about it, you could have done something to uplift yourself, spiritually wise. So don't be caught up in too much of that stuff, It's to make you a fearful person. And what I also had is that in the past, when I used to have a disagreement with my father at home, I would think something not per se hateful or disrespectful towards the man, but more like, I'm tired of this house, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to have my own space. I used to think that in my head, and sure enough, one time he told me, yeah, you could just leave and go rent a room. But I didn't tell him that. I was thinking that. You see? And then there would be moments I would do something in the house, he would barge in, and then I would get like these jump scares. But back then, I didn't know what was going on. So in my mind, I was thinking, oh, the man just wants to take something, even though it used to startle me. So all these things I've had. I used to be I remember being at a park in 2010, 15 years ago. I was there, and I remember that when I was there, this guy came there, this Surinamese Indian guy, He came there, and he told me, up in those trees, they are monitoring you, And some would say, hey, the guy maybe had a psychosis at the time. But no, guys, those things are not by accidents. It's to make you a fearful, paranoia person, And he looked at me with this psychotic stare, intensely. And my last example, I remember 15 years ago already also, I slept at a half Indian Surinamese, half Afro Surinamese guy. He was like a mix of both, with a little bit more of the Indian aspect, exterior. So, yeah, I remember sleeping at his house. And then later, I didn't know if he was making a joke. He told me, yeah, my grandmother sees everything even while he's in Suriname. I was thinking this guy was joking. Then he lifted up the bed and there was like this voodoo doll there. And I was thinking to myself, sorry guys, you son of a bitch. Why wouldn't you tell me that before I would come there? You know, because you know you can get bewitched, right? Especially if you're not aware of the spiritual realm and you're still unprotected. That thing can affect you. So I almost wanted to fight the guy, you know. These weird things. I was standing downstairs, wanted to brush my teeth, and the shower started, the water started running out of the shower by itself. Nobody pushed or pulled that button. Those things, guys, that's why I tell you, don't be going to people's houses anymore too much and letting people in your house. Be selective, you know. I keep telling you guys that because these times are not to play with anymore. That being said, guys, be at peace.